Crazy. I got that and got.
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Milwaukee Bucks and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Garnett is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Then it's Butler, and it's Marbury in at the point.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with the head coach from Milwaukee. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with all-star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
Free throw good, Edwards. Good on both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Garnett. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Allen dishes to Giannis. To the paint. And then Abdul Jabbar slams it in.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Hits the three-point bomb. Edwards got 7 points.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Marbury driving to the basket. The layup off target. Cummings passes to Abdul Jabbar. And stolen by Butler. Here's Marbury. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Butler. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's Johnson and slam dunk by Johnson.
And Allen showing good recognition on that play to set up a teammate for the basket.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Towns, the pass to Marbury. Top of the key, Butler. Cummings grabs the board.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Marbury. Following the basket by Giannis. Driving inside. Marbury, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that. Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
Garnett against Cummings. Here's Edwards. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Butler against Antetokounmpo. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And Ray Allen gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Number 24, Tom Guglielmo.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Butler. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Another miss by Minnesota. Milwaukee in the lead. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Love's checked in for Minnesota. Outside Butler. Here's Gugliotta. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. The Timberwolves have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Abdul Jabbar's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And Garnett misses. The Bucks trail. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Love.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Now here's Garnett. Nothing on the board. Pass to Gugliotta. Now here's Butler. The 3-ball. Good on the triple.
He may not take a lot of threes, but we know Butler is more than capable of knocking them down.
Johnson, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Wow, that's a tough foul to take there. That gives him 2 early on, and the coach might have to cut his minutes a bit.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. And then for Minnesota, Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Butler.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And we'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Number 10, Wally Serbia.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Towns, a screen on Moncrief. Serbia. They get it back. Fires for 3. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's on Sidney Moncrief, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
Yeah, and Serbia loves shooting the ball. All he needs is a little daylight, and he is ready to fire.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Love outside. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, how about the way they decimated the opposition on the offensive glass, getting an impressive number of second chances.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. They've got Zach LaVine, Kevin Love out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Gugliotta in at the 3. It's his first trip to the line.
And Red is such an outstanding offensive player, a lefty shooter who can just take over games on his own.
That's a rarity for him, not being able to cash in on the trip to the line.
And playing with a lot of fire now. They had a tough start in that first quarter, didn't shoot it well, but didn't let that discourage them, and now they're showing what they can do offensively.
Here's Moncrief, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Towns.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Now here's Love. He has yet to score. Just 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. So it's the Bucks now. They trail by 1.
And that's outstanding defense and timing by Towns. Good to see him making an impact on this end.
And it's Marbury missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. The Timberwolves making it. Switch here. Edwards is checked in. Now the Timberwolves with it. Minnesota calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And Milwaukee with a whole new lineup now. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Marbury. Another miss by Minnesota. Looking at the last game for Milwaukee, it was a loss to the Bulls in Chicago. Offensive rebounds, and Kareem throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Now here's Towns. Still yet to score. Towns the screen. Edwards passes to Towns. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Abdul Jabbar finds Antetokounmpo. The putback, it's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 5.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To Marbury. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Timberwolves trail by 5. To the left side wing. Serbiak passes to Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Milwaukee?
Here's Cummings. Minnesota with the rebound. Love's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the drive. And it's Marbury missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Giannis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one is on Towns.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Towns.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And it's Marbury missing.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Excellent D there from Garnett. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Higgins is checked in. Johnson can't get it to go. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
And the first one drops. Minnesota making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Wiggins. 1:20 left in the first half. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Abdul Jabbar. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently. And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
For Minnesota, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Marbury. A rebound by the Bucks.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Abdul Jabbar in the corner. And there's a whistle. And that's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Timberwolves trail by 3.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Looking to end his cold spell. Kicks it out to Garnett. Here's Towns. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And so it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar making things happen for Milwaukee. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be right back after this.
And that is it for halftime, folks.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got Moncrief. Khris Middleton is out there with Michael Redd. Then there's Robertson, and it's Baker in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Minnesota in the lead. Lob pass to Garnett. And it's stolen by Moncrief. And Middleton kicks to Robertson. And the rejection by Towns.
A firm denial by Towns, knocking it away with that tremendous length.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here is Edwards. He's got 14. The 19-foot shot, and he drops that one in. Edwards got 16.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Middleton's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Towns, the pass to Marbury. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 3rd assist on the night. Moncrief against Edwards. Red setting the pick for Middleton. Red misses. Minnesota leading by 3. Over in the corner, Edwards. From outside the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Back to Red. Middleton, a screen on Butler. Red dishes to Middleton. And the layup's good off the glass. Middleton's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Bullseye from the corner, Edwards.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Baker. Cummings comes in for Khris Middleton. Johnson, he's checked in for Moncrief. And Allen subbed in for Robertson. And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Here's Marbury. Outside Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, defensively, they've just looked lost in this second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
Antetokounmpo, no good. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, nice touch on the lob, and Towns made sure to finish the play.
Physical basketball from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Got that one up quick. Marbury's got 4 points this quarter.
And after what was just a horrendous shooting performance in that first half. They're finally starting to find their rhythm here in the second. They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Minnesota calls timeout. Minnesota leading by 4. Outside Edwards. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Jimmy Butler at the line for 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, one thing that's never in doubt, the level of effort you're going to get from Jimmy Butler on a nightly basis.
Here's Towns. Pass to Gugliotta. The Timberwolves working the ball around him. Inside, Garnett. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Garnett's got the lead up to 7 now for Minnesota.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the inside. And Garnett misses. Here's Milwaukee now. Down low. It's stolen by Edwards. Garnett can't get it to go.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Timberwolves leading by 5.
Milwaukee foul.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Now in the lineup for the Timberwolves. Wally Serbia. Zach Levine. Bucks call timeout. All right, fans, it's dance time. Dance like everyone's watching. Way to go, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Here's Garnett. He's got 6. Rebounded by Abdul Jabbar. Johnson kicks to Giannis. Using his size, Giannis!
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact. Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. Kevin Love's checked in for the Timberwolves. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And this is the pattern we typically see from this team as a whole. Creating chances at the line and converting them.
44 seconds left in the third. Outside, Levine. Buries the long-range jumper. Levine's got 8.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Johnson, and he lays it straight in.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now here's Levine. 8 points for him. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Serbiak, and another 3 for Minnesota.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
Levine for 3, and so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. We've got Kevin Love. Edwards is out there with Leitner. And it's Gugliotta in at the small forward. Marbury, good. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
First team foul. At the line.
That's good from Ray Allen.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
And the Bucks making a change here. Abdul Jabbar is checked in, and it goes down 2 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Marbury, and that's rejected by Abdul Jabbar. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is most nights. Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down.
Here's Marbury. 5 to shoot. Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Antetokounmpo. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Milwaukee.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Minnesota making a switch here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff, guys.
Thank you, David. Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Cummings. Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot missing. Excellent D there from Garnett. Here's Marbury. Looking to get it going. And it's sent back by Allen. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Here's Marbury. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists now in this one. Johnson goes in, and then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
Here's Edwards. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Giannis with it. Picked up by Edwards. Kicks it out to Johnson. Allen for the 3. That shot no good.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. You've got to have better shot selection. Just a knockdown shooter. Garnett so good with the ball in his hand.
Towns in the corner. Drills it from outside. And now a 9-point Timberwolves lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Here's Marbury. Following the basket by Giannis. And he gets it to go. Marbury's got 10 points here in the second half.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Abdul Jabbar sets the pick for Giannis. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Timberwolves leading by 9. Marbury passes to Garnett. Here's Marbury. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. First, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Johnson's gone 75% from the field. 6 baskets and 8 attempts. And Towns gets it to go.
Wow, look at the soft touch from Towns. Great execution there from the mid-range.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Minnesota with the rebound. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Here's Marbury. And Terry Cummings pulls it down. And so it's Milwaukee now, trailing by 10. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it falls over the rim and in.
Yeah, and Butler pretty scary when he gets out in transition.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Johnson. The kick out to Giannis. And he banks in the layup. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Substitution on the court.
And so Minnesota takes the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game.